So let me show you some examples of that. For example, the first comparison operator we'll talk about is the equal to operator. Okay, equal to operator. Okay, like I said last time, okay, last couple of lectures ago, I think. So what I said was the equal to sign, right? The equal to sign in mathematics and in programming is different, right? Last time. So I said that in math, equal to means one side. Okay, for example, if we have y equal to 6 in math, in math, this means that y and 6 are equal, right? This is the equality in math. Okay, whereas in programming, it's the assignment. That means 6 is assigned to y. It's the variable y. So I said that was the difference, right? Now, what is equality? So, like in math, this is the equality operator in math. Okay, not in programming, but the same sign. Okay, this operator. This is in math. Okay, this is in math. Okay, whereas in programming, this is an assignment operator, right? Assignment operator in programming. Okay, this is in programming. Okay, so now how about, okay, in programming, what do we use for equality in programming then, right? So that is the question. The question is, how can we test whether the something on the left hand side is equal to something on the right hand side, right? Okay, for example, I want to test whether, for example, y and x, there are two variables, x and y, right? So I want to test whether these two are equal or not, right? So how do I test? If I do equal to, now this, if I put equal to, then what happens is x will get assigned to y, but it will not test whether y is equal to x, right? So for that, we need to use a different symbol, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about, okay? So for that, for equality, okay, let me write down here. So the equality, equality operator, that is to test whether the quantity on the left-hand side is equal to the quantity on the right-hand side. Okay, how do you test it? Using the double equal to sign, okay? So in programming, in programming, the double equal to, when you put double, equal to sign right after one after another, okay? Yeah, you cannot have space in between or any other character in between. So this is the test for equality, okay? So this tests for equality, whether the quantity on the left-hand side is equal to the quantity on the right-hand side. So this is confusing. So for beginner programmers or newbies, okay, we're just starting out. So this can be a source of confusion, okay, but you'll get used to it, okay? Once you have programmed for a while, this shouldn't be that much of a problem, okay? So now let's test it out on Colab, okay? So in Colab, let's do quickly. Let's what is it? Okay, here. So I want to test, for example, whether, okay, so let's say y is equal to 3, and I have x is equal to 5. Okay, I want to test whether x and y are equal. So how do I do that? X equal to y. Okay, so when I do that, okay, let's see what comes out. Okay, anybody has any idea? Those of you who have programmed before, so what do you expect? What is the output of this program, this code? Anybody can tell? Okay, there is something on chat here. Let's see. Okay, I could not see the chat. I don't know, I lost it. Okay, so yeah, Soros says it's false. Okay, excellent. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, because x and y, they're of course different, right? So they are not equal. That means you get false. Okay, it's connecting here. Yeah. So yeah, it should be false. Okay, it's finish line connected. Okay. Okay, what happened? Unexpected. Oh, okay, okay. The indentation is very sensitive to indentation. Okay, I'll talk about indentation very soon. Okay. So there was by mistake there was an indentation. Okay. So now what happened here? Okay, x is equal to y. It gave me false, right? So that means x and y are not equal. So okay, let's try another one. So if I make them equal, for example, x equal to y equal to 3, x equal to 3. Okay, now in this case, what do I get? I get true, right? Because they're equal, right? Okay. So here in Python, okay, just please remember this. In Python, these are keywords. Okay, keywords means they are reserved. Okay, you cannot use it for other like variable names or something. So these are reserved keywords. Okay, so in Python, these are the booleans. Okay, booleans. Boolean means either true or false. Okay, on or off. There can be boolean means two states. Okay, so for those of you who are new to programming, okay, so please remember that uh, boolean. Okay, the concept of boolean. Okay, boolean means it can have only two states. Okay, no less, no more. Okay, इसको दुईवटा state मात्रै हुन्छ. Either it's 1 or 0. Okay, so it's a contrast between these two. Okay, for example, you could have 1 or either 1 or 0. Okay, on or off. Okay, all right. So true or false. Okay. So in Python, these are keywords. T should be capital, F should be capital. Okay, so these are Python's way of saying that whether something okay is whether it's logically okay. Logically okay whether it's true or false. Okay, Boolean logic. This is part of a Boolean logic. Okay, Boolean logic. So those of you who have programmed before, okay, you're pretty much familiar with this, I'm sure. Okay, so now comparison operators. So comparison operators always output what? They output Boolean value. Okay, always remember this. Okay, just please remember that comparison okay, operators always give what? As a result, okay, the result is always the result of comparison operators is always in Boolean. Boolean means in Python, okay, either true or false. Okay, also it can be 1 or 0. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, all right. So this is the equality operator. Likewise, we have another operator. Uh, so that's the equal. So if you want to see whether these two quantities, quantity on the left and quantity on the right, if they are equal, not equal, you want to test whether they are not equal. In this case, you tested whether they are equal, right? Whether they are equal. Okay, so for simplicity, I'll just write whether they are equal. Okay, it's testing for equal. Okay, whether they are equal. If they are equal, it's true. If they are not equal, the left hand side and the right hand side, then it will be false, as we saw. Okay, so now we have something called inequality operator, or you can test. Okay, this is like testing. You're testing, right? So if you want to test whether these any two quantities, okay, two quantities are whether they are uh, unequal. I mean, not equal to each other. Okay, so for example, the same thing. Okay, let's try it because we already have values for x and y up there, right? These values are already retained. Right? यहाँ पनि retain हुन्छ त्यो values. So if say for example, if I type y and I run it, what value do I get? I get 3, right? Because it's already assigned. 3 is in the memory, right? In y, in the variable y, there is value 3, right? Which is here. So that is retained. I mean, it's still there. Okay. So now if I do, for example, if I do this, okay. So let's say x, this, okay, exclamation is equal to y. Okay, so can somebody tell me whether what do I get here if I run this? When I run it, okay, so what value do I get?
True.
True. Okay.
True.
So who said true? Can you
Value, sir?
okay? Who said true? Can you give me your name, please?
I said true, Ravindra Adhikari.
Oh, Ravinder sir. Okay, okay. So you said it's true. Okay. Okay. They're not equal to each other. So I mean, why do you think, sir? Why do you think it's you get true? Because
Because x and y are not equal to each other, and this exclamation sign also represent the
okay,
same.
okay. So I mean here, but you can see up there, sir. X and y are equal though, right? Because x equal to 3,
Sorry,
y equal to
sorry.
3. Okay, yeah.
Then
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, I missed this as well.
Okay, yeah. So that means yeah. So
It's
not
true then. I
yeah,
mean,
it should
it's
be true.
false.
It should be false, right? Because yeah, it should be false. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it should be false. Yeah. So I hope you get the idea, right? So everybody has got the idea, right? Okay, so let me change this value. Okay, for example, I can make y equal to 4 and run it, right? So now x and y are not equal, right? False, right? So here, if I come here and then I test for whether x is not equal to y, are they? Is x? It's y uh, not equal to x? True or false? X not equal to y, true or false? In this case, here,
True.
true or false?
True, sir. X is not equal to y.
Uh,
We can see variable declare by variable declaration.
yeah, from here, yeah. Given this, you're given this, right?
Yes, sir.
So now, what should okay? So x is not equal to y. Is that true or not? If y
True,
equal to
sir.
4 and x equal to 3, and then I test whether x is not equal to y.
Then we will get to true.
True. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it should be true, right? Because of course they are not equal, right?
Yeah.
Or y equal to 4, x equal to 3, right? So of course they are not equal. So when you test this condition, right? I mean, this test is comparison. It's called compare because you're comparing, right? That's why we call it comparison operators. Okay, these operators. See, it's true. Okay, so in the beginning it might be a little bit confusing, right? But you get used to it. Okay, you'll get used to it very soon. Okay, don't worry. So likewise, we have like greater than, less than, right? So okay, let's quickly gloss over this because we don't want to spend too much of our time on this. Okay, so it's so the same thing. Okay, let's not re-declare the variable or re just we'll just use the same values up here, like we have up there. Okay, we'll use the same values, right? So if I say y is greater than x, true or false? Y is greater than x, true or false? So if I run this, what do I get?
True.
It's true, right? Yes. Yeah, of
Should be
course it's true
true.
because see, y is 4, x is 3, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You see, okay. Let me make it bigger, okay? So see here, y is 4, right? X is 3, right? So now y is of course is greater than x, right? Okay. See, true, right? So, in the same one, in the same expression, if I do equal to now, does it change anything?
Yes,
This
sir.
means greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. Okay. So this means it could be greater than or equal to. Okay. So now, does this change anything? If I run this code, will this change? Because I put an equal sign there, right? So now, how about now? Does it change the
No, sir.
result?
Value will remain.
Sorry.
Value will remain same.
Yes. They're still the same because
Value will be true.
it will be true, right? Still be true. It will be true,
No,
right?
because
Yeah.
because there is or symbol, it means
Yes.
either one is, if
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
one condition is true, then the
Yeah.
result is
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's correct. Now, let me try something here. Okay. So now, okay, now I put y equal to 3. I run it, right? So that now y equal to 3, x equal to 3, right? Now, if I run this part, okay, let me delete this. Okay. Let me delete this, and then so that okay. So here, okay. Now, okay, what is the result? What should be the result?
result should be true, sir.
It should be true, right? Okay, yes, of course it should be
Yes,
true
sir.
because it says either greater than or equal to, right? It's not greater than. Yeah, it is not greater than, but it is equal to, right? Greater than China, and y is not greater than x, okay? But or equal to center, right? So that means y is either one of them should be true. Either it should be greater than or equal to. So one of the conditions is true here. So that will set that to true, right? Yep, very good. So how about this? Mm, okay, how about this now? True or false? Y is less than x. The same values are just like up here. Y equal to 3, x equal to 3. Y is less than
Again,
x.
again true.
Uh, no, just less than x. Is it true or false? Please, can you uh, think about this again, please? Y is less than x. Y equal to 3, x equal to 3. Y is less than x. Think about this. Anybody?
False.
Sorry?
No.
True or false?
Mm,
It can be either true or false. There is no other result. Okay, as I said, Boolean makiuncha. There's only true or false, nothing else. Just true. Either it's true or false.
then I
Sorry.
then I will go for false.
Okay, you'll go for false. Okay. Who is this, by the way?
Pranab body, sir.
Pranav. Okay, Pranav. Okay, good, good. Okay, yes, because y is not equal to is not less than x, right? Y is not, of course, y is not equal to x. I mean, sorry, y is not less than x, right? False, right? Okay, I hope it makes sense. Okay, so how about this now? If I put an equal sign there, true or false now?
Then it will be true, sir.
Sorry, now give me the answer, please, Pranav, or whoever. Okay,
Uh, then
uh,
then it will be true, sir.
and then it will be true. Yes,
Be-
because yes, it's not less
yeah,
than.
because
Okay,
equal to sign justifies this statement.
yes, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, it should be true, right? Because y is not less than x. Okay, but there is a. This means that less than or, right, or equal to. Okay, either one of if it's less than, then it gives true, right? Or if it's equal to, still in that case also. So one of them, okay, should pass. Okay, so if we are testing for, we are basically testing two things, right? Okay, so I hope is it clear, or should I explain more on this? Okay, I'll pause here, right? I'll pause, Garsu. And then if you have any questions so far, please let me know, right? You can either write in chat or you can speak. I mean, so you can ask a question, verbally. So सबैजना clear हुनुहुन्छ? Okay, so I mean,
Yes,
you
sir.
okay, okay. So anyway, so because I have provided you the notes, right? So just go through them, try them out, try different values. Okay, all right, and then you'll see. Okay, okay, we pretty much covered all those, right? Okay, so now, in terms of operators, we'll just stop here because there are other operators that you won't be able to understand at this time because we haven't covered a lot of those, those materials, prerequisite materials. So I mean, this should be fine for now. Okay, okay? For now, this should do it. Okay, you won't have any problem. Okay, so let's recap this part. Okay, so on the operator. Okay, just quick recap, and then we'll move on to the next topic. Okay, so last time we talked about operators, right? There are different kinds of operators: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, logical operators, right? Identity operators, membership, and all those. Okay, but we only covered up until comparison operator. We covered three, right? Arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators. So arithmetic operators are what? Arithmetic operators like all those that do arithmetic operations. Arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponentiation, right? All these. Okay, so those were arithmetic operators. How about assignment operators? Assignment operators means it takes some quantity on the right hand side and assigns to the left hand side, right? So those are what? Like equal to is an assignment. Just one single is equal to, right? Single equal to is an assignment operator because it assigns whatever is on the right, the quantity on the right, to the quantity on the left, right? And then there are assignment operators like plus equal to. So x plus equal to 2 means that is equal to, that is equivalent to, that means that x equal to x plus 2, right? So likewise, okay, we looked at that. And then in terms of comparison operators always compare, right? They compare two values or two operands, right? Two quantities, as we just saw, right? And then they always comparison operators always gives us the result in what? Can somebody tell me, please? Because I said that I've already told you, right? So comparison operators give us the result of the comparison operators are in what?
Boolean.
Boolean. Yeah, who said this? Sudipti, is that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Yes, it's Boolean. So what exactly do you mean by Boolean, please?
It's either the true or false value.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's either true or false. Nothing else. Okay. Nothing in between. Okay. It's either black or white. Okay. It's like that. Two extremely on the two extremes, right? Two contrasting extremes. It can be either they're on the opposite end of things, right? Okay, so either dark day or night, like that. Okay, either day or night, or on and off, and so on. It's like a switch. Okay, so your regular switch, right? the switch that you turn on to turn the light on. That's the kind of a Boolean, because it can be either on or off. There is no other state, right? Or state within, right? Okay, so basically that's what operators are. So okay, so we can now move on to the next topic. Okay, and the next topic is list. Okay, now things will get interesting from here. Okay, it's going to be really interesting. Okay, now what is a list? Okay, lists are so far. Okay, so far we saw that in one variable, right? One variable, we could store only one value, right? So far, okay, right? So far, we saw that one variable can store only one value, right? For example, we said different variables. Say we haven't stored more than one variable at all, right? Iota variable, more than one value. Okay, we haven't stored more than one value, but it is possible. It is possible to store multiple values, not variables. We can store multiple values in one variable. Okay, what does that mean? That means that, for example, so that's what is okay. A list is list is widely used. It's really okay. Lists are so frequently used. Familiar used in list. Okay. So now let me give you a quick example. Okay, and then probably it's easier to see rather than just me giving you the definition and all those. Okay, so let me quickly show you what a list is. So, for example, a list could be, you can name anything, because variable names are basically, you can put pretty much anything, okay? But you need to follow the rules, of course. So I say my list, okay? So my list is equal to, and they always should be what? Within square brackets, right? Square brackets, right? They always should be inside square brackets. So I could put anything like any data type, okay? It takes any data type, okay? For some of you who have, programming in other languages, you're familiar with arrays, right? Arrays, okay, we have 10 more minutes. So yeah. So now, okay, let's do this. Once this session ends, okay, please come back after 5 minutes, okay, and then we'll do just one more session. So we'll do only 2 sessions each day, okay, so that nobody gets tired, okay. So because we're doing it every day, so we should be good, okay. All right. So now I could put anything here. For example, I could put any data type. I could put 1. Okay, I could put high, right? I could put a Boolean true, right? It's a Boolean, right? So I could put 2.65, whatever. Okay, so now this is a list. So now here, see how many values are there. Okay, I got how many values? I got 1 value here, 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 values, but all 4 these values are being stored in one variable. Okay, do you see the difference between what we have been doing so far, right? And now, okay, see, now this is so powerful. It's very, very powerful, because you can, in a list, you can have maybe hundreds of thousands of elements. You can store hundreds of thousands of, data within one variable, in one variable. That means in memory, it's one, basically, from the, programmer's perspective at least, okay? So it's one variable, one container, right? Okay. All right. So this is very powerful. Okay. All right. So now let's see by, okay. Let me show you some lists by, writing some code. Okay. So why don't you all please go to Colab, and then you write code with me. Okay. So you can do the same code I wrote in the whiteboard. Okay, so my list is equal to, I can put anything, as I said. Okay, 1, 2, high. Okay, and then I can put true. All right, or anything goes. Okay, so if I print my list, okay, see now, here we go. See, so I have 4 values in one variable. I have four values, 4 values in one variable. Okay, so lists. Okay, so this is list. So in programming languages, in other programming languages, we have arrays, right? But there's a difference between array and list. In arrays, like in C, C++, Java, and other programming languages, you have arrays, right? But arrays can contain only one type of data, right? But here, the differences for those of you who are coming from a different programming language background, okay, please remember that you can store any data type. Okay, okay, it doesn't have to be just one data type. Okay, so this gives you a lot of flexibility, a lot of flexibility there. Okay, and another thing is you can get, okay, for example, I want to know how many items. Okay, the things, these values that you see in here, right? These values, so 1, 2, high, 2, these are called either items or elements. Okay, you can call elements or items. Okay, so I want to know how many items are there in my list. Okay, so there's a method for this. This is called method. Methods are always, they are they end by this. Okay, so at the end of a method, this is the method. For example, in this case, len is the method name. Okay, and then you're calling the method. Okay, we'll talk about this not in this course, but later if you take other more advanced level courses on Python. Okay, so you'll have to go through all these object-oriented concepts and everything. Okay, okay, don't worry about those, but just remember that, here So this is called method. Okay, in method, you give the len is a method. Okay, and you give the name of the list. Okay, and what do you expect? Can anybody guess, or you guys know? Some of you might know already. So what is the value? I mean, what is the result of this code? If I run this code, what is the result? Anybody has any idea?
Result will be the number of those elements.
Yes. So in this case, what would you get?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Yes. Very good. Thank you. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. See, now len gives you it's also called size. Okay. Size of the list, or length of the list, or number of elements in the list, number of items in the list. It's the same thing. Okay. So len gives you, the items, number of items. All right, so let's see. What do I have here? Okay, here you can store pretty much any type of data. Okay, so how do you access? For example, I want to get high only. Okay, so how do I access? Anybody has any idea? Because some of you are coming from programming background, other program and other languages, right? So just like think about array, right? Array is stable, right? But this is a slight difference. But in terms of accessing, at least, right? So how do you access? For example, I just want to print high, the third element. Anybody has any idea?
Method name plus position number.
Okay, so yeah, so okay? So I give the name of the list, right? So it's in this case, it's my list is the name of the list. Okay, and then I have square bracket, right? So okay, in order to access the a particular item, I need to give the square brackets. And then what do I put in there? So you said index number, right? So what's the index number here?
3.
3.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Well, it's not exactly 3. Yeah, I mean, from humans' perspective, yes, it's 3. But from the computer's perspective, it's not 3. Okay, so I haven't explained that. So, sorry. Yeah.
3, 4.
You said 3. I'm sorry. Can you
3
repeat that?
and 4.
No, there's only one because I want to print only high. Okay, so anyway, don't worry. Okay, first let me explain, and I'll ask you this question. Right? Explain right? Because I haven't explained. So I thought that some of you might know. That's why. Okay, so now let me explain this, and then you can tell me the answer. Okay, so for example, I have my list, right? My list is equal to, inside the square bracket, I have 1, 2, 3. For simplicity, I have 4. Or okay, so I want to print. And now, before I dive into that, I'll explain this thing first. So every list, okay, every list has something called index, right? Index function, right? What is an index? Index means the position number. I think index means the position number, okay? Position number means what? So position number, okay, the weird thing about programming is the index, always remember this, index always, at least in Python, okay, starts, and many other programming languages, with, okay, 0. We count from 1, right? But the computer, or at least Python, counts from 0. We count from 1, right? Python Python counts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now what this means is that, now see here, now this one, this position, okay, so this is the 0th position. This is position 0, this is position 1, this is position 2, and this is position 3, or index 3. So this is index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. Okay, now is it clear? So now I think you can answer this. Now, if I want to print high, now I need the index number. So what is the index number for high? Sorry, somebody said 2. Yes, it's 2, right? 2. Okay, yes, let's see. It should print high. Let's see. It should, right? Of course, yeah, it did. right? So if I want to print true, what should I do? If I want to print high, I mean, I print high already. If I want to print true, this true, then what is my index number?
3.
3. Yes, right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's always, whatever we think the position number is -1. Okay, all right. So from my perspective, from our perspective, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, always you can do -1, and then you'll get there. So we're almost out of time.